pleasure it is to celebrate the 50th naturalization ceremony at Monticello, the most beautiful spot on earth. It is important to remember on this 50th anniversary that Monticello was a place conceived in hospitality. A spirit of welcome has graced this mountaintop from its earliest years. The biographer Harvie Bernstein recalled this observation from a Monticello resident in the early 19th century after Jefferson had come back here to spend his retirement years. Quote, "After Mr. Jefferson returned from Washington, he was for years crowded with visitors, and they almost ate him out of house and home. They were there all times of the year. There was no tavern in all that country that had so much company." And Joseph Ellis elaborates on this theme of hospitality in his book, American Sphinx. Monticello, he said, became, quote, "a virtual hotel for at least 8 months of the year. Martha's daughter, Ellen, recalled that her mother had to feed and entertain 50 overnight guests. Total strangers who were simply passing through seemed to believe that Monticello was a national shrine where they could declare sanctuary. They often peered through the window when the family was seated at dinner, walked right into the front hallway, chipped off pieces of brick or wood as souvenirs, even joined the invited guest over tea or wine, and struck up conversations with the patriarch himself, who was sometimes not sure whether he was addressing a guest or an interloper." Well, what did Thomas Jefferson do amidst all this visitation? Well, for one thing, he would take his favorite horse, Eagle, for 2 or 3 hours through the fields and woods around Monticello. And when the stream of visitors became too heavy, he retreated to his residence in Bedford County known as Poplar Forest, where he was able to find more of the solitude he loved. Now, do you think we should blame Thomas Jefferson for escaping his guests? I hardly think so. If you had 50 people who had just dropped in for dinner, wouldn't you want to get on your horse or your bike or your motorcycle or automobile and go where you were just a little bit harder to find? At any rate, when we walk this magnificent Monticello Trail, we now know that those woods are there for many different reasons. In truth, we have no record of Jefferson losing his temper and demanding that even uninvited guests get the heck out and leave him alone. He seemed to have endured all this company with great equanimity and good humor. One contemporary observer said Jefferson was well aware that a stream of visitors was both physically and financially draining, quote, "but he was so kind and polite that he received all his visitors with a smile and made them welcome. In truth, it is clear that a part of him was quite pleased to see the countrymen he loved come to the home he loved." Jefferson's hospitality at Monticello is one of his last and greatest gifts to America. It is an overlooked part of his legacy. In his final years, Jefferson remained the quintessential small d Democrat. He presided over this home in a manner that welcomed not just the high and mighty, the Lafayettes and the Websters, but the ordinary citizen as well. He continued to converse with those whom George III would never have suffered near the throne. So today, on this 50th anniversary, we continue that spirit of welcome that has blessed this spot from its birth. We extend to our new citizens our warmest smiles and hugs. We are delighted that you are here. I have no doubt that Thomas Jefferson would be happy to see you here too. Thank you.